You know.
Hello and welcome guys to Get Elite channel. Today we are going to discuss about lossless and lossy decomposition, and this is the continuation of my previous lecture. So I recommend you to watch my previous lecture before watching this lecture. Now in my previous lecture we have done up till this. We have done the cross product, we have done the natural join. This is the original table. This is R of PQR. Now we need to check if this original table is equal to this table, and obviously it is not. This is having 3 rows and this is having 5 rows. So these two are different. If R1 natural join R2 is equal to relation R, then we can say that this join is lossless join, or else it is lossy join. So here these rows are different, so it is lossy join, and the decomposition of this table is lossy decomposition. So this decomposition is lossy decomposition. Note it down. Now take this example. This is the same table I have used in my previous example. Now I have divided the table into two relation schemas. One is R1 of PQ, R2 of PR. Now you need to check whether is this decomposition is lossless decomposition or not, or is it not a lossy, or it is a lossy decomposition, and write your answer in comment box below, and we are going to next concept now. Now take a look at this. Let R is a relation and decompose it to R1 and R2. If R1 union R2 is R and R1 intersection R2 closure is either a super key of R1 or super key of R2, then R1 and R2 is lossless decomposition of relation R. We can say that of relation R. So what is this? In previous we took a table with rows, and that table has columns. But if they given you a table with functional dependencies, so how can you decide whether a decomposition is lossless decomposition or lossless decomposition? So for that you need to know this. If R1 union R2 is R, means all attributes of R1 union all attributes of R2 gives all attributes of R, and R1 intersection R2 means all the common attributes. If you do closure, if you are getting either it is super key of R1 or super key of R2, then we can say that the decomposition is R1 is lossless decomposition. Now I am taking an example. With that example you can understand this concept. Note it down. Now take a look at this example. They have given a R is a relation and ABCDF are attributes, and they have given some functional dependencies here, and they have said that they decompose it into R1, R2 and R3, they have some attributes with them. Now we need to say whether this decomposition is lossy or is it lossless decomposition. Now how to check it? Now as I told you, I am taking these two relations. First of all, I am taking R1 ABC and R2 ACDE. First of all, now I am taking the common attributes which are there in both R1 and R2, which are common. A is common, B is not common, C is in common. So C and A are in common. If with AC closure, if I can able to get either R1 or R2, means if AC is the super key of either R1 or R2, then we can say that this two join is a lossless join. Now I am checking it here. I am getting A, C. Now take a look at this function dependencies. With AC we can get B now. So I am writing B here. With B I can get D. With D I can get something. With AD I can get E. So and so, this much is not required. Now with AC I am getting all the attributes of ABC. See, ABC is there, and with AC closure I'm getting attributes of AC, DE also. So we can say that the AC is a super key of both R1 and R2. So this join is a lossless join. So note it down. So R1 and R2 can be joined. R2 of ACDE. I'm joining these two, giving it a new name R4 with attributes which are in union. We should do union here, ABC and DE also. Now join with this one with R3. I'm taking R3 here now. ADF. Take a look at R3 here, that is ADF. Now we need to join R4 with R3. Now take a look which are in common, which attributes are in common between both R4 and R3. Now A is in common, BC are not in common, D is in common, you see. F is not common, so AD is in common. So if I do AD closure, the AD should be either super key of both, either R4 or R3. Then we can say that this join is lossless join. Now I'm doing AD closure. Obviously we can get AD. Now we can check with AD, we can derive E. With E we can derive F from here. So I'm writing F here. So we are getting all the attributes now of ADF. This is ADF. I have ADF here. So AD is a super key of R3. So we can join these two relations tables. Now the combination of these two joins, I'm writing it here. I'm naming it R5. R5 will be A, B, C, D, E, F. We get all attributes. So this decomposition, we can say that this decomposition is lossless decomposition. So this decomposition, we can say it is a lossless decomposition, because by joining these three we can able to get the original function dependency set of R. So this is all about the function dependency in natural joins. Now take a look at this question. This PQRS2 is given and function dependencies are given, and they have said that this is decomposed into R1 and R2. And my question is, if you do the joining, means that is R1 and R2 decomposition, is the decomposition lossy or lossless decomposition? Is it a lossy or lossless decomposition? So you try this question. This is a very good question, and write your answer in comment box down below. And thank you for this lecture, watching this lecture.